Good morning, my children, and today's history lesson is less of a history lesson and more like an analysis. Today's analysis is about the 4 British accents of the apocalypse. We'll be diving deep into the United Kingdom and analyze the 4 variants of the British accent and the people who use them. We will analyze them by pros and cons, then decide if they deserve the history seal of guilt for being bad. If you like this video, then make sure you watch my previous video about why Karl Marx is secretly a time-traveling Barack Obama. Starting off on the left side of England, we have the elegant accent, and this is probably my favorite one. And that has to do with their major pro, which is that they sound so good. Well, they're no Americans because they still have that mouth thing called an accent. They're probably the best in the accent industry. I even made a tier list for accents, just so I can put elegant British on top. Just listen to Obi-Wan Kenobi speak and tell me that it doesn't satisfy you.
Hello there, 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 hello there.
This goes on for 1 hour. If I were to hear someone apologize, I would much rather hear an elegant person apologize than a Canadian. But that's probably because no British person apologized to me yet and I'm deprived of it. However, the major con that kind of ruins the accent is that a lot of the elegant people are villains. If you watch a lot of TV, then you probably see a lot of elegant British people be the bad guys, not only in America, but in their own country. Either the elegants are desperately trying to give themselves a bad image, or they actually are that bad, and they're getting the seal of guilt. By the way, the target I just marked is the history seal of guilt, just in case you're wondering. Now we're moving on to the British accent, obviously named speech impediment. This is the accent that people mostly associate with British people. It could be because they make most of the population, though I haven't done any research for this video, so it's because they're the most boring. This is the only accent of the apocalypse that actually has 2 pros instead of 1 or none. The first one is that they're actually more aware of how crap their nation is, and how America is a superior country if you exile Florida and Brazil. The second pro is that their accent is really funny. Listening to them trying to speak well or impersonating them is probably the funniest thing I see people do, next to blackface. Hearing them say "what about" is a real treat. It sounds like they're being "what about." The only con I have for them is that they're boring. But that's less of a con and more that they're just freaking boring. So they're probably the objectively best people in the country. They're getting the seal of guilt. The third British accent is the annoying accent. I don't think I need to explain this accent to you. Let's talk about the cons. Most of these people are YouTubers, and if that's already scary, they're Minecraft YouTubers like Dan the Dirty Meat and Tommy British. What surprises me is that they play Minecraft. Like, you know that Castle Miner Z is all the rage. Each and every one of them sounds the same. And not only are the people annoying, but the accent is too. The accent kind of sounds like Ben Shapiro, but slower and British. The 3 annoying attributes create one of the most annoying accents in history. The only pro I can see is that they're getting the history seal of guilt. I'm also going to add a second target just to make sure that I get all of them. Now we head to the 4th and final British accent of the apocalypse, which is Australian. The Australian region is kind of like Texas, where it's at the most south of the country, except the Australians are so down south and east that they're practically in their own country and continent. Out of all the British accents I've talked about, none of them have infuriated me as much as the Australians. They have all the cons that the other ones have combined. Australia is a complete hellspawn that deserves to be nuked, but unfortunately I only have my bomb launcher aimed at the UK, so that sucks. However, the worst part of them is that they swear so much. The first time I've been to Australia, someone said the F word to me after I harassed him for his country's gun law. They swear so much that they make the Irish sound like they're from Canada. Do you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna relocate my launcher and launch all of my bombs at Australia, and the world will be saved. Minus the fact that the UK still exists. Thank you for watching this analysis on British accents. I know that this is different from the rest of my history videos, but I want to change my pace for my channel. If you like this video, then... and good night, my children.